Alright, everyone, welcome back. We'll begin starting in just a few minutes here. First, like always, a quick ad, then we get started. We'll be doing a bit more Bannerlord today. For warning, I am uh, very tired. So, if I'm not feeling this, we may swap if I'm just feeling like I'm too tired to be able to play it. But, yeah. But first, like always, a quick ad, so I'll see everyone in just a few minutes here. Alright, we'll begin starting in just a few minutes here. Hope everyone's ready for the holidays and having a good day. Oh. Yeah. Maybe on a little bit of a lack of sleep. Oh, but some good news. You guys may notice slightly different look for the headset here. Actually, I have a new one. Alright, though. Let's go ahead and let's get started. Let me see something. Almost like that more. Let's do that. There. See how that looks. Parrot. Oh. Right as I start to relax there. Hey, Artie. How's it going? How you doing? Alright, let's go ahead. Let's go get in position to raid a few targets here, maybe take another fief. So let's move there. We'll slowly go from there. Oh. Oh. hope you're ready for the holidays here. Let me see. Definitely should start trying to take some of these castles. Nope, nope. I see an issue. Hold on. It's got you worried. The party inside there has our caravan worried. They get captured, we'll pay the ransom, and then no more caravan for now. Let's see. Let's go ahead and disembark right here. We can try and take Nevyask Castle here and see how this goes. Definitely too many defenders. Oh, well. That's useful. Funny enough, I think that's gonna have to go right into what just got us that level, which would be stewardship, so that we can actually continue to level it still. Neither do that. Actually, no, we don't do that. What else do we need to level? How's your Monday before the holidays going, everyone? Let's see. We level athletics, we could get an attribute point for either of these skills. Leadership would also probably be good. You know, actually learn how to lead the men properly. Leader of the masses would actually be really good here. For what I plan on doing. Because right now that would be at minimum a 10 party size increase. So that'd be good. Let's do leadership here. It's either leadership or actually charm looking at, because we do need charm leveled up. Yeah, we definitely need the charm leveled. But leadership has more impactful perks. So let's go with that. Alright. It's an influence. Let's call an army. Ooh. No competition for armies here. Nice. Let's see. What? Let's go right here. Let's just grab these three for now. And we'll grab a fourth that's close by. There we go. Hey, look, free training for the troops. We want everything. All of it. All that grain for the army. And at the same time, we're keeping it out of the hands of that castle. see. Can we catch up to them here? Maybe. Maybe not. Okay. We're just doing, some, like, just light traveling, because I'm pretty sure if I siege right now, we'll immediately have them, attack here. What the heck. Yeah. Yeah, I did remember it. It's a little bit better. There's not quite so much trash loot. Still not great, but, at least got rid of most of the, like, broken gear and that. Got rid of some of the horses. We had way too many. And stuff like that. But it's still a mess, for sure. Oh. Okay, let's go ahead and set up a few onagers here. Good call on potentially reminding me, by the way, because I did actually almost forget to sort the loot. Funnily enough. Let's see. If one could even call it sorting, it was more, throwing away the unwanted pieces. Yeah, that figures. That figures. So, where is my army? That's the real question. Because they clearly had an army, forming to stop us here. So what are you up to today, Artie? Oh, you can actually hear... I never realized... I don't know if that was always a thing, but... apparently now you can actually have a separate sound effect for the army forces there. That's kind of interesting. Alright. Let's go ahead. We'll do that. Yeah, I figured that would happen. Hence why I just went ahead and got it out of the way. Try and get an injury on one of their siege engines. We still have more waiting. Okay. Who of you is the slowest? You.
Hold there.
There we go. We'll fight you to the last drop. I don't know why they're so confident. We may have them outnumbered basically 2-1. With superior tactics, no less. But we'll see. That one was actually slightly on purpose. I figured with the numbers we were seeing. Hey, Willow. How's it going? Hope you're, prepared for the holidays. Got all the shopping and such out of the way. And just ready to, potentially relax a little bit. Let's see. Dear Sif, you... Actually, you go with me. Let's put Frigger right here. Let's put you right here. And you will take over. Or wait, no, not you. Where? Yeah, we'll let the Wainwright, I guess, take control here. And you can take that. Going for the platinum there. Hey, hope you get to feeling better. It always sucks being sick for the holidays.
On the square!
Definitely recommend some, like, hot soups and teas.
Onward!
Those always seem to help it.
Soldiers!
At least for me.
Move!
Alright, let's get the archers up on the high ground here.
Loose formation!
Alright.
Move out!
There we go.
Hear me! Onwards!
Move them there.
On
You
me!
guys follow me, and that should be good. Oh. So what kind of, devious base have you assembled, Hardy? Out of curiosity. Is it, by chance a mount, like a volcano based, layer? Alright. Let's see. Our infantry are moving up. Okay, archers.
Move! Forward!
You guys actually need to pull back here. Okay. I guess I'm taking a javelin to the face. Let's see. Do we have a good... Yeah, right here. Let's try... Well, I guess I've got too little reach to deal with them properly, so... I see, trying to keep it a little bit more undercover then. Fair enough. Alright. Let's go ahead. And let's try to assist here. Jeez, that is an absolute melee. I can honestly barely tell which side's which. It's a mosh pit if I've ever seen one. Pop him in the back here. Alright, we have archers up there we need to take care of. Now, what kind of theme did you go for this, with the casinos, by the way? Is it like an old gangster-run casino? Or, a more modern approach, if you can even adjust that. I don't know with that one, to be fair. If that's adjustable. Man, they're really running for the hills. They did not have a good time in that melee. The stampede of troops. Hey. There we go. Sorry, just had to adjust the sound for myself here. Still getting used to this new headset that I was given. Oh, been actually funny enough was that that's a little surprising that you can't like set a good theme like that for it, but
I
uh,
yield.
but yeah,
Grant me the honors of war, and do yourself credit.
I've been messing with the audio with this headset more than a little bit. Trying to get it fine-tuned. No, that is actually quite surprising. I'm guessing, the theme is more do like where your base is located and or where your layer is located and like stuff like that more so to be fair. All right, we'll take a few of the troops here. We'll take a few of the reavers and we'll leave the rest. See. Nothing too special. Oh. I did craft myself some better axes, by the way, as well as getting the inventory somewhat sorted. Uh, I now have another stack of legendary throwing axes to increase the amount I can throw. Let's show them a few more tricks. Get our roguery up even further. Is that a king I see? Is that the king of their kingdom? Hmm. I did also create a very nice sword. Oh, here it is. Here he is. Come on. Come on. Aww. Well, you know what this calls for? Uh, let me just call a few more people here. Hold on. Yeah, we'll grab you. We'll grab you. Let's see. Grab you. I think they're about to need to find the new king here in a moment. By the way,
Hold there.
let's go ahead. Why did you think we were outnumbered? Hold on. Is the AI counting what's in the castle here as part of their forces when it comes to determining their numbers? Or is the AI forgetting I have an army? It's interesting. Well, I'll real quick show the sword off. May have made myself a nice two-handed sword. It may have been, I forget if it was a masterwork or a legendary, but either way, it is very good. I mean, it's going to, those peasants are good cannon fodder, right? But, you know, that, they're not exactly, you know, really supposed to be the ones counting, but, well, we don't want to risk the good scouts, we just send them in. And I guess, I ain't so good with the math. Alright, let's go ahead, we'll take control of you. To be fair, actually, I don't even think our nobles are great at math either. It's kind of the problem with, you know, electing them to, like, run cities based off of, what's it called? Who does the best in battle. You kind of run into the issue of, well, they may, be lacking a few things. Alright, let's go to move you here. Move you guys here. And that's good. Alright.
On me!
You guys follow me. We're gonna set up a loose formation on this hill right here. If we can, actually. May not be able to.
Move!
At least not as much as I would like. And if that's the case... What if we were to move, say... right there instead?
Hear me! Move out!
Let's see how this works out. You know, I wonder if, maybe that's what's happening. You know, you bring up another good point, or good point with the peasants and counting hardy. Maybe that's why, you know, they shave the coin so much after battles. Maybe,
Onwards!
maybe they're trying to go 2 plus 2 must equal 3, right? So let's make that a 4, something like that, or, you know. Hey, they're not realizing just how good they're getting paid to take part in these battles. Probably shouldn't be risking it too much here with trying to ride out, just because I am low on health. And my horse is taking arrows to the neck. Alright, our infantry are almost in place, so our delaying tactic did work. Definitely need to get rid of you, if I can help it. There we go. Alright, hear those foes sing there. And at the same time, let's let the axes do the talking.
Die, you pig!
Alright. Now, just realized a slight mistake here.
Get moving!
Our footmen have not actually gotten in position yet, because of how slow they're moving.
Warriors!
So let's give them the charge order. Let's put the archers right here. And that will give them a good angle to shoot while the infantry are engaged in melee. To that end, let's also go join the melee. Hey, Danels. Or Dana. Sorry, just remembered. Good. A little on the tired side, but otherwise, this stuff is going very good. Most of the Christmas shopping and stuff done, and most of the preparing for the holidays. See you as well. Let's go ahead and throw a few axes here. Oh, let us see. Can I get at least one of those? You guys stop moving in such a weird form, like a weird pattern. It's throwing off my aim here. And everyone else is clearly. Ow. No. Going good. And it's very good to see you again. Continuing the sieging a bit in Mountain Blade here.
Give 'em hell!
Makes sense. You either have it all done, or it is just always busy right up until Christmas itself. There is no in-between, it feels like. Just picked up an axe, right? Yep. There we go. Just give him an axe to the back. Maybe. Maybe just a little bit. Alright. So we had 15 casualties, most of which weren't my party. And, well, 15 deaths and 21 injuries. And we did a little over a third of the casualties to the enemy, so we did pretty good there.
I give up. Call.
You're a prisoner now. Let's go ahead and get a few hires to replace the guys we lost. There we go. We'll just take everything. But yeah, we're currently trying to do a bit of siege warfare here. What is that? Apparently I spilled some of my drink in my beer. 1 second. Let me go. Let's go ahead and get the siege the building started here, and give me 1 second. I didn't realize that. Alright. I'll go ahead and queue up the building here. This game's awesome, by the way. If you like more of a, like, interactive real-time strategy, this game is amazing. It does technically have building. All the settlements in that are preset, but you can build them up, and you quite literally have to build your siege on the fly. Enable. But yeah, 1 second. I'm gonna pause here in just a moment. But I'll be right back in just a minute. I just need to watch this a little bit more. So one moment. There we go. So there is actually a real player mode, but it's not very active. So this is this is against AI. As you can see, just from a glance here, the map is quite big. There are maybe multiple kingdoms. That we have to contend with also. I need to back out of the siege here for a second.
It's been a while.
Hey, you guys. Can you kind of quit it with the gathering on the doorstep here? Trying to outnumber me. Let me go ahead. There's also a bit of, like, RPG mechanics with the leveling system as well here. As you can see, there's a lot. And to put in perspective just how big the map actually is, by the way, these are all the settlements. And actually, yep, there we go. 100 versus 100. Trying to think of what game. Yeah, I'm trying to think of which battle royale like game had that. All right, yeah, we're good to go. With an attack here. I don't know. I know which one ended up having that mode. I know for a while there, Fortnite had the 50 versus 50. Was it maybe Apex? I know Apex also had a similar mode at one point. This game had some... Well, no, actually, the building disqualifies Apex. May have been Fortnite then. Was it a more cartoonish graphics? Like very much on the like kind of silly side looking. Let's see. They're probably gonna be over there, so we want to get as close to this mountain as possible here. Looks like we're actually as close as we can get. So,
Onwards!
yeah, they're on the other side there. Let's get them moving. And let's see. Yeah, that's much better. It's the problem with making some drink mixes for the holidays sometimes. Depending on what's in them, it can be very easy to like have a small piece like go unnoticed if and get stuck in like the beer or something.
Infantry!
Luckily it's very easy to clean out. Let's see. Do loose formation.
Move!
Let's move the archers right there.
Troops!
You guys follow me in a skiing formation. And we'll see if we can pick off Let's see, their leader is probably with the infantry. They've got a good amount of archers, so this may not work out well if we full commit. Yeah, no. I don't see him. Since one of those guys is a mercenary leader, it may be hard to find him in that group. With that. Let's deliver an axe right to his shoulder and knock him off his high horse there. Alright. Destroy his shield. Go ahead and try and take out as many of their cavalry as possible. Ooh. That was unfortunate for him. He just got axed to the face. The neck. There we go. Alright, go ahead and give the charge order now. Ah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. With that size. Okay, the Battle Royale part is what threw me off at first. That makes sense how it could also look like one. Because of how open and large the maps are. That makes sense. Hell Let Loose is awesome, by the way. At least when you can get a good, like, lobby going for it. That's not just complete steamroll on both sides. Like, or a steamroll for either side, I should say, not both sides. Alright. Let's see if I can get a few of you.
Godless Southlanders, you dare trespass on my domain?
Oh, Brian, how is the rest of the runs there? Oh, come on in. Just in time to see us, stomping out the enemy here. That's trying to prevent our sieges in Mountain Blade. Be one moment here to give you a shout out. Got to, cut down a few of the retreating forces, you know? Just a few of them. And that's good. The rest can get away. We need someone to send the message of the battle. What kind of soup? Oh, all right. Let me go ahead and give you a shout out here, by the way. And welcome on in, Raiders. I am Wolf of Shova. You may have seen me around in Brian's stream. I hang out there a lot. Oh, sorry, I'm just a little bit tired still here. Yeah, looks good. There we go. Oh, all right. Yeah, welcome on in. We're doing a bit of sieges here in Mountain Blade. Or at least attempting to, and then having a whole noble army show up and kind of require my attention afterwards. So we may maybe are constantly breaking the siege and restarting it and breaking it and restarting it and getting rid of the nobles slowly there. At least capturing them, not really getting rid of them just yet. There's still a ton of people in there. So we definitely need to wait for the other armies, but we did get a level up here. Let's see. Definitely want Berserker. Going into battle with lower health may be required in a few cases. Alright, let's go ahead. We're using the sieging there to kind of distract them. You guys actually rode out. Okay. We're gonna make a quick save here, just in case. Let's see how this goes. We're gonna need to be very good with our tactics here. We don't have the numbers advantage. We basically don't have cavalry. We're all infantry. So we need to pick terrain that works to our favor. To that end, let's go ahead. Alright, we're gonna give you there. Yeah, you can just take control of that. We're just gonna assign a few people here. I forget if their banners take effect while they're in the side formation or not. But okay. So let's see. They're gonna be coming from over the mountain there. Where do we want to move? Honestly, into the forest wouldn't be a bad call. Yeah, you know what? Hold on. Let's do a square formation. And move them right in there. That will help stop the cavalry. Let's move our archers out right there. And that's good. We'll be controlling this ourselves. And we actually want you guys in a shield wall formation to better catch the enemy cavalry. Let's go ahead and give the follow order here. The other option, if this doesn't work out and we decide to actually replay the fight, will be setting them up in a formation on that hill, probably. Let's move you guys there. But we want them still kind of close to the archers.
Soldiers! Move out! Spread out!
So, let's see. Right about here. And how far out can we put you guys? Right there. We want them to have at least a little bit of a high ground advantage at an angle for this to work out. What are you? Okay. I don't know what he's doing, but he looks a little lost. I'm just riding around to kind of get a feel for what we're working with here, terrain-wise. Our allies are just charging. Oh, no. Oh. Okay. Luckily they're not a huge part of the forces here. But, you know, maybe we can get them to split up. Just maybe. They do have a lot of archers, so we gotta be careful about that. Yo, swimmer. Welcome in, from the raid, I imagine. Hello again. Let's see. Yeah, they're gonna get slaughtered up there, but that is a horrible position they took. The AI is not great with tactics. To be fair, I'm not always the best either, but, I try and improve them. I'm trying to also get a feel for the battlefield here. Actually, right here would be good. Let's look for another spot we could potentially move our people to. Welcome back, Willow. Yeah, actually... Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna move them back there. For now. To get them out of sight of the archers. Actually... Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. We'll do it like, this because, putting our, I'm just trying to think. Should I do... I should probably do a circle formation or a shield wall formation for the archers here. To get them close enough to where they'll fit. Kind of regret having... You know what? Go charge them. Go charge them and make yourselves useful. Alright. We'll do that. Our infantry will get ready for the lines to meet. Let's put them right there in the hill. Hey, that's a good meal. Chicken's always good. What? It's always a nice, pleasant one to have. Whether it's in nugget form, in a good soup. Holy crap, the hail of arrows as soon as I approach. Ooh. Hopefully the shield wall can hold here. Because we're going to be joining it. Alright, you guys actually need to take a shield wall formation. Let's go ahead and do so. Come on, you guys. That way you quit taking arrows to the back because you're not turning to face the right way. Alright. Let's drain them of all of their arrows. Let's try. The archers do have limited ammunition, which is why we're doing this, by the way. If we can drain them of arrows, that eliminates actually the big threat here. Yeah, we had to order them to form a shield wall to get it properly set up here. Square formation works when they're a little bit closer, but from this range, they don't. The AI doesn't quite recognize the receiving fire. Depending on their troops, they're probably gonna keep firing for a little bit here. Are their cavalry actually moving? No. Not yet, at least. You know what? Where's my horse? It already run off? Yeah, it did. I was thinking about maybe riding over there and, delivering a few axes. And drawing some of the fire. Let's get our archers just a little bit closer. The archery line right behind the shield wall now. And let's see. They're not really hitting, it seems like. Or it's not doing much damage from this range. Our guys are doing good at jobs at catching the arrows, though. Ignore the cries of pain. Hey, thanks for stopping by. It was good seeing you again. Just a few arrows. Trust me, I get that. Oh. Best of wishes to, getting it all done so you can get a good break for the holidays. And there we go, they're out of arrows. Perfect. Okay, so now what we do is let's form a square formation again. Let's move up onto about that position. Let's move on to this line where there's all these arrows for our troops here in the ground. And let's, you know, send the arrows back to them. And a few axes and such as well, you know. Oh, hey, look, we got an archer. Almost. Come on. There we go. We're getting quite good with these axes from a distance here. Hey, see you later. And happy holidays. In case I don't see you for a bit. There we go. Alright, we need to give the charge order. Put down the wrong person, you know. But hey, that's why we have an axe. We can get multiple people potentially in one swing. Alright. Let's go ahead and try and assist the front line here. Ow. Come on. This... it's just a little dicey. Can I get some of my troops, please? Hold on. Where are my people? Where are my troops? Alright. What did we just see there? Ooh. Okay, we need better numbers than that, but we are leading the kills here. If we can get a morale shock, that'll be perfect. Because that'll help drastically. I'm trying to get to a troop we can control, by the way. It's evening out a little bit. Oh, we just got reinforcements. Good, good. That'll make it much easier here. There we go. We can take control now. Let's take control of this Marauder. Almost got him. Let's make sure to cut down some cavalry that gets a little too close. Alright. Almost. If you can time it just right, you can actually cut down a charging horseman. Either, you know, through the horse itself, or through hitting the rider, depending on how long your weapon is. Okay. Go ahead and break the axe or the shield there. And cut him down. There we go. Let's try. Oh, we got chamber blocked, which is where someone attacks right as we are. Take control of this recruit. I didn't really expect that to go well, but hey. Okay, come on. Well then. We need a good fighting line here. Come on. Our Sea Raider Chief here will hopefully allow us to put in some good work. Oh. They got reinforcements and it just barely was too much to hold. I said barely. We were outnumbered pretty sizably there. Well. That's unfortunate. See, yeah. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna try that again. Part of the issue was I got taken out there. I should have been just a little bit more careful. When you get taken out, the AI takes control of tactics, which can kind of ruin what you try and do. And you know, we should have also held fire with the archers there, thinking about it, because that gave them a little bit more ammunition. Okay. Let's try to think. Yeah, let's try this again. We'll give it 2 tries here, and then we may try and get away. Let's just give you that. Yeah, and you can take this. Alright. So we want... definitely right here. Or... actually, right here may actually be better. Because we block line of sight with that. So... let's move position. If we're allowed to. We'll move you guys here. And we'll actually get them in formation ourselves here. Alright. Let's go ahead and do that. We probably took some unnecessary damage from just not being able to have the... what's it called? The why am I drawing a blank here? The square formation hold up like we wanted. Sorry, was completely just drawing a blank. We'll go ahead and do that. You guys will hold fire. And you'll move up. Keep them in reserve, but we want them to at least be somewhat ready to fire. Looks like the AI is actually retreating to our position this time as well. May need to help out. Yeah. Okay, first off, you guys are supposed to be in a shield wall formation, not square formation. Second off, let's go ahead. Let's get them how they're supposed to be. Yeah, doing something like this will work out. It'll cut off that channel, which is where they're going to have to get up anyways. They don't have much arrows, by the way. So we have the extra benefit of them basically not really being able to just sit there. Alright, our people do have shields, by the way, as archers, so we can actually order them into... let's do a looser fit for the shield wall. Also, you guys are facing the wrong direction. Let's go ahead and do that. There they are. Now you guys are facing the right way. Oh, they're charging in again. Well. Yeah, I'm not surprised. You know what? I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna stick on our horse. I'm gonna try and take out the enemy commander after their arrows run out. Okay, we've got the archers on standby. But we're gonna try and take them out, because the same thing that happens with us about tactics being kind of lost once we die happens with them when you kill the noble of the formation. If we can take them out, they will very likely just mindlessly charge. And we see a whole line of nobles back there. that are easy pickings. Hopefully you guys do defend yourselves as well as last time, at least. We're not gonna give them arrows. You guys hold fire.
Stop shooting! Hear me!
Well, I should face this way to lower the profile here. I wonder. How far does that go? Okay, not quite far enough. I'm pretty sure it landed right about there. At that angle. What about at that angle? Yep, about the same spot. Alright, so... obviously we can't throw quite that far. I was just trying to see if we could maybe get a gauge on the range to where we could maybe hit one of them while they're sitting still. Shield wall's holding. I'm trying to see something. Can we drag them out a little bit? Oh, I hit someone's shield at least. That did anger them too. Cavalry's moving in.
Shoot at will!
Fire at will, people. Fire at will.
Troops! Take them down! Soldiers!
There we go. Nope.
Hold
Stop it now. Let's get you guys in position, though, because you're clearly too far back. Okay. We're going to do the same thing, by the way, of getting our people in the proper position to be able to pick up these arrows. That'll give us a little bit of extra staying power. I also need to issue the charge order earlier, when the lines are meeting. Okay, we barely lost anyone. You guys about out of arrows? Should be. Hopefully, our guys learn how to properly block the arrows with the shield. That looks like some of our shock troops are getting hit is what's happening there. So we do have a good amount of shock troops. They're about out. We get a good volley out of them here. Hold on, hold on. Let's try a bit of, like, you know, close range drawing of fire here. There we go. Okay, well, the Wainwright just got knocked out, but that's fine. Our cavalry is more there for show. And it's mainly companions, I would imagine. Almost, you know, I wonder if we could actually move up this position right here. Because I noticed they're kind of in the low ground. All right, a little bit higher. Come on. Nope. Go ahead and draw a bit of fire here. That's quite a few arrows in comparison to what they're sending out otherwise. Stretchy saddle aside. You guys almost out yet? Let's get moving so our people are not taking as much fire now. Alright, our mount is still perfectly fine too. They don't have good archers. They just have a decent amount of them. I do wonder if we should go ahead and advance up right here.
Move out!
We'll see how they respond here. Because I'm noticing they're not really able to shoot from back there. There they are. They're advancing a little bit more. There we go. The cavalry's moving up. Back right there.
Warriors!
Get ready to fire at will. Take a loose formation so you drop your, so they drop their shields, put them out in a more spread out pattern up here. And they should start firing. We need to actually reposition just a little bit here. So we have a better sight line on them. Alright, they should come up over the hill here, potentially. This will also help us with taking out their archers now that they've advanced. Alright. Get ready for the cavalry to charge here. There we go. Give the charge order. Go ahead and take him out. Save a few of our axes here. Save axes, use the axe. Also, the amount of arrows on my shield here. I got a good shield. Alright. Go ahead and try and cut down as many as we can of their cavalry. They have basically lost their cavalry now in comparison to what numbers they had. So let's get them back in formation and get ready for the infantry. Alright. Go ahead and take him out. Alright, we'll lure the cavalry over. There we go. Put down the bannermen. Alright. And we're doing pretty good here now. A little bit better than last time. Go to back away from the archers now. We are taking them out. See a couple arrows still flying my way. We're not taking them out in the numbers I would like yet.
Soldiers! There are arrows!
Okay.
Form
Let's
a
go
wedge!
scheme formation here. Let's do scheme formation. Let's try. Not forward here.
Get moving! Move out!
Let's do this.
Forward!
That should spread them out a little bit better, actually. Almost one. Yep, okay.
Infantry!
Let's order the infantry to... Nope, engage here.
Get moving!
Let's actually move them right there. Okay. They'll slowly advance. I don't know what he's doing, but, hey, well, one of them got taken out. Okay.
Give them hell!
Return some arrows. They're close enough, we should be able to start really blasting them again. Alright. Some of the archers are focusing on us, which is what we want here. The infantry are advancing at a fine, steady pace here. Just take out a few of them here. If we can. Kind of want some throwing axes, if I can find some. Go ahead and cut a few of them down here. Alright. And we'll do basically hit and runs with the horse. Ow. Alright. Whoa. We already got our reinforcements, which is good, I guess, because we're already back to a fighting force here. Ow. We got left behind there. Alright, take control of you. Priority targets are the archers. Right now. Come on. There we go. We got a few of them. Let's take control of the other recruit and try and use his javelins for good work against him here. Ow. Yeah, I kind of figured that would be the problem with having so few cavalry, with the few that are there. Alright. I wonder if we can actually retreat here. We've inflicted some pretty devastating losses. They still have the numbers. Definitely don't have any more throwing axes. Really, you guys? Just take them out. Like that. Or that. Alright, we'll get back here. We'll cut down one of their leaders. There we go. Just need a little bit more here. That's another one of the leaders. It looks like their leaders actually held back from engaging there. Because we didn't really see him when we went to try and take him out. And I was wondering if maybe their horses got taken out, but it looks more like they were actually in reserves. Alright. This guy's two-handed axe to great effect here. There we go. Oh, I thought I took him out. And with a bit better execution, it looks like we've got him running. So they do have 200 infantry still. I mean, it's only 200 guys without training, probably. Looks like they're running, in fact. Holy crap, our party actually did some very good work, by the way. We accounted for over half the kills. To be fair, I think we're like half the army right now, but still. Ugh. That's actually really good. Yeah, they're definitely running. Take this out just in case it's a little faster. The issue with having only sea-based troops. On land, the wobbly legs from being at sea so much makes it a little hard to run. So you have to kind of do that casual power walk through the snow here. You know, I got a question for everyone. What's your favorite historical, like, weapon? From, like, around, let's say, medieval to Renaissance time. For me, it's definitely got to be the halberd. Only really useful when you're in full armor, but the versatility makes it quite a beast of a weapon. We did cause them to flee here.
I give up. You
All right.
fought well. There is no call for future bloodshed.
Radaghost, are you by chance related to the king? But it's got to be between like the halberd or I don't know. I'm trying to think of another weapon that really gets the same point. Maybe Hey, the pole hammer. Or the, I forget what the actual name for it is, but, similar concept, just a little bit better armor crafting, shall we say. Alright, you are the prisoner.
I give up. Call
You're also a prisoner. We did not catch the king. Who got him as a capture? I wonder. I should have actually hired that looter just because. I wonder if the king died in battle. Did we actually execute their king in battle? Also, those are some good swords. I have a feeling we may have. Some balanced throwing axes, not bad. Probably scrap those and use them to make proper axes, but hey. Alright, we'll take it all. We need the food after all, and they provided us plenty. Alright. Ragnavad. Horvik. Hold on. Let me find him here. Hey, I need to talk to you. There's something I'd like to discuss. I have a proposal. Transfer me their king. And we'll give you a few people here in return for him. As well as some of the finest Sturgian horses we have captured. What do you say? I'll give you 25 of them. We even throw in a few coursers here. No, really, give him a good bargain for the king. Thank you for transferring me him. Now, what I was wanting to do, and why I was so happy to see the king ride out, even if we were outnumbered. Yeah, about, you being king and all. I think he's gonna lose his head a little bit. I was hoping you died in battle. Well, just have to settle for this instead. That's 2 down, I believe. I'll have to double check. Pretty sure I executed Durthert, didn't I? Hold on. Let's go back to, or let's go to kingdoms here. So that's, yeah, we did. We did indeed. Yep. The Bannerlord was executed, and now so is the false Nord king. Let us go get some new recruits here. All ours recover. Just hire basically anyone we can get here. But yeah, you can't let their kings get away. It never ends well. Holy crap. I see some potential recruits here, by the way. Hold on. You guys are kind of slow. Surrender. Okay. You guys don't want to surrender? Fine. we'll do this the old-fashioned way. We'll capture them and they'll be our prisoners. All right. Need to give you a banner. Good enough. Let's give the engage order. That way they stick in formation. We've got them very heavily outnumbered. And they're kind of a ragtag group. Still a little dangerous because they're at least archers this time. Case in point, they're actually pretty decent archers. Or at least that one was. No, something, overconfidence, insidious killer and all. May have maybe some truth to that. Oh, that's our horse. Okay, as long as it's ours. Alright. Slowly advance up to here and start plinking away. Alright, need to aim just a little bit higher. There we go. And we do have our medicine skill applying to them, so we should get some good recruits out of this. Just had to sidestep. And he got knocked out of the range. Good enough. Alright, we got our captures. Let's see. I need to look and see who we can get rid of here. You know, I should probably check and see who's the king. Thinking about it now. I think I'm gonna do that. We're gonna look and see who became the new king of Sturgia. So we have an idea of our next target for, giving the good old, axe to the neck treatment. Actually, some not too bad stuff, at least when it comes to the food. Mm-hmm. Alright. Who's king of the Nords? Or not the Nords, the Sturgians. Vidar. Alright. He is a prisoner of... Hold on. Is he in our party? No. Okay. Yes, I was gonna immediately go for the head there if he was. I was gonna trade for him and, you know... What? Is it such a bad idea to execute the kings? You know, constantly... I don't think so. I think it removes the, you know, the good leaders from them. And, gives us a tactical advantage over them. Because if you remove all their good strategists... Well, all that's left are the guys who, just rose to power due to knowing the right people, right? Let's see... I'm trying to see if there's anyone we want to toss out here. Let's just toss some of the cavalry here. Nice, they actually surrendered there. Alright. Now, back to what we were doing. Also, I should have, yep, the medicine skill right here. Let's go ahead. You know, I just thought of something. If we didn't have the leadership skill, this would be good, but I think we want the recovery here. For keeping us battle ready. Because morale can be an issue, and maybe later on we'll swap. So the wounded troops, like, not counting, could actually be really good. You guys just had to take on the army of 40 bandits, huh? You couldn't leave that for me. You know what? We've gotten rid of some pretty big targets here. Let's hunt him down. We'll capture him if we can. Okay, they're sieging that. What's Varchig looking like? What you got here? Not much food. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I think we have a good target. They have a large garrison, but the thing is, they're going to run out of food in only 4 days. That garrison isn't gonna stick around. At least not in full. Alright. So they can only stand a few days of being under siege here. We're just gonna keep an eye out, make sure we're not getting ambushed. Okay, I don't see too many nobles there. Who was that? Valandians? Go figure. Man, the Valandians really do not like us. They probably really hated losing, that island, you know, to us after we, reclaimed it. Let's go ahead and hire some more people out of the prisoners. Alright. Let me go ahead and move a few of these to reserve here. Got one of their catapults almost cracked. Let's move that. Okay, they did hit that one. Oh. May need to help or like start the siege here in a moment. Come on. Okay. Well, let's get the fire ballista. Let's get a normal ballista. Just to help out here. We don't want to damage the walls anyway, so it's not too bad having them. If only our Onager there will actually target the siege engines. Come on. Okay. We need to cancel. Let's see. We'll cancel these. Get some more fire onagers here. Hopefully this doesn't get hit. Good. Alright, they're moving to assist. Good. Let's move that to reserve here. That was a bold move. I don't know if it was the right move on their part, but, challenging the approaching army was definitely an interesting choice. Glad to see them actually willing to help, by the way. Why did they get command? Fine. Fine. Well, I didn't want them to have command. We literally are leading an army, so it makes no sense they got command of our siege. I don't think he's king. So, what, is he the military strategist or something? Alright. Let's go ahead and... Let's go ahead and take over completely. We're gonna move right in here. Let's order them to break that down. We'll do this because they... Friendly fire! I'll get to you in a moment. I mean, we were the ones who were leading the siege. So, you know, we're gonna do this the better way rather than letting him just storm the walls and die. With all our men. And also, welcome on in, Nero. Trying to get the right angle here so I can still hit the door. Because I keep getting shoved out of the way by the men. You know what? Fine. We'll use our throwing axes to get rid of the door. We may just be taking Varchik here from the... Well, the no longer rightful owners, shall we say. Alright. The fact they didn't even wait for us to build a battering ram or anything is kind of crazy, actually. Oh, well. One moment. The game was not having any of my crap right there. The game said no. You are not allowed to just bust down the door and walk right in like you own the place. So it employed its secret defense. The blue screen. We got it loaded up though. Oh. I mean, it's not like my strategy's going to change there. We just need to go again. can't happen twice in a row, right? I do wonder what actually caused the AI to take over there for that siege, because we were already an army leader. I think we had roughly, well, I guess not quite equivalent armies. Okay, so we do have to head back over there and do the whole sieging deal. Well, no, we did actually have the larger army thinking about it now because we had reinforcements happen. Hmm. I really do wonder what caused that. Because normally it lets you keep control of the siege.
Stop
All right.
there. Who
Oh, hey, look, we actually caught these guys because of this. Well, also, let me, before I forget to do this, okay, so, just in case, there. We'll do that. Let me also delete the old save. There we go. And let's just deal with some of the rabble that's gonna interfere here. Alright.
Make a
And time to do good old gain formation,
attack!
charge the enemy.
Arrows!
You guys are gonna engage rather than charge, and you'll be in
Get the
loose
field!
formation.
Troops!
Cavalry will just follow me. And let's go take out the enemy commander. Let's see. I think I see him right there. They actually have more archers than infantry here. Looking at it now. An interesting decision with how the AI uses archers. Well, not my intended target, but that works. Let's go ahead and take out that royal guard there real quick. The noble started to run when he realized I was hunting him down. There we go. No more tactics for you. Go ahead and deal with a few more of them here. Holy crap. Hold on. Did we get hit with a javelin? That was 103 damage through my helmet. Either that or we just got caught at the wrong time when turning, and it may have added some speed there. Alright, hit him in the knee there. Well, my axes were just heat seeking to his knees. Alright. Let's go ahead. Put them down. Let's put our shield up. So we have the two-handed version of this axe. Oh, well. Never mind. And we at least can get these guys here. Okay. Grab those because, well, they're Nords, we're Nords. It just works out. take their stuff, and get back to the siege. With one less person to worry about there. Let's also get some more recruits here. Never hurts to have a few extra recruits. We have a lot of food, by the way. I think we have enough to hold out for a siege. We just have a casual, probably like 1,000 grain. Among other things, yeah, nearly 1,000 grain actually. It's 700. We got a good variety of food with a lot of stockpile here, which is also good because I'm gonna need to deposit some when we finish this. All right. Actually, we do not want to be there when there is a noble. If there's a noble in the city, they will ride out and confront you if they outnumber you. So we want to let him out if they'll leave and try and deal with some of these guys here. Come on, just catch at least one of them. Yeah. I mean, I guess we could potentially hold out. What, 2-1? Not the best position to be in. I guess in the meantime, we'll go take this castle then. While we wait for them to leave, and we'll, doing what? Also, is this before or after I executed the king? Okay, it's after. Good, good. Just besiege the castle. We have the numbers advantage. Let's go ahead and we'll put down our standard ballista here just to try and get some damage on their stuff. I really don't value that standard ballista we get. Oh, it's actually putting in work. Holy crap. You guys should. It was actually pretty quick that it dealt with their stuff there, and it nearly destroyed their ballista as well. As they put an Onager in its place. I wonder if those aren't fire pots is why. If those aren't fire pot Onagers, that would explain why we actually were able to destroy it. We are not going to ransom anyone off right now. Oh. Make peace. Let's see. Why can I not... on. What? Why can I not participate? Sure, you get it. That'll increase our reputation with them. Fine. I guess peace it is. We'll just have to declare war on someone else. And we executed the king. It's not like it's a big deal. We got the real benefit. We took Revel Wish we could have taken Varchik there, but the crash kind of saw to that not happening. Let's see. Who could we go to war with? It's because they were paying tribute to us, by the way, that they accepted, I'm pretty sure. Alright. We'll go get a few more pirates as well, by the way. Need my replacement Sea Raiders. And let's go ahead. Okay. Oh, we cannot declare, or no one's gonna support declaring war. Wait. We can restart the war immediately. Hold on. They just paid us the monthly tribute. Back to war. Back to war it is. Well, see, we were only kidding about peace. We meant you in pieces. Okay. So they've got an army prepared right there. Let's see. I just thought about it. The AI probably disbanded their army. At least somewhat. Sorry. Let me see here. Who is close enough? They did not disband. Okay, well, we'll hire this group here. We'll put a little bit into cohesion. Let's go take a look at Omar real quick. Maybe Omar will be a little bit less defended. That'll also let us get our ships over to this area, and it will give us an entry point in, like, from the sea. It's actually less defended. Hold on. Omar is also my preferred target if I'm gonna take a city. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's get that up. We'll order a few of these. Okay, so they do have fire ballistas, but we did hit their siege. I think we destroyed it, actually. Or is that still building, maybe? I'm trying to think of how we're going to do this without just starving them out. I'm sorry. You want to do what? I don't think so. Also, they did get a ship in there. That's kind of the problem with attacking here. So let's see. We're not going to catch up to you, are we? Actually, we will. At least in the forest. What are you doing? sorry. Did I just see you raiding? You guys do know what we do with raiders, right? We're not gonna actually catch them there. That's the kind of problem with being in an army. It's very hard to catch any individuals. They're all sieging right. You too, huh? Okay. I'm tired of chasing around. Let's go back here. Looks like they actually retook the castle. We're going to also do this real quick because apparently I got this and didn't realize it. That's actually really nice. Yeah, we're gonna besiege this and help take this castle while they're dealing with that one up there. Okay. We have our ships somewhat nearby, so we can get to them if we need to. Let's see. As soon as our Onager gets placed, or right before it gets placed, we're going to place our ballista. Right here, so it draws the fire first. And our Onager really did not fire and actually hit much, did it? Okay. Okay. We need to do this. And why are you guys... Oh, come on. We'll take this army out. This one's gonna be a pain if we don't. I'm hoping we get good terrain here to do so. Let's grab the Sturgeon Woodsman. Recruit everyone. Kinda annoyed they're all just running, by the way. I'm hoping to get a good battle here. Can't do that if they all just run away. But they're not faster than us in the woods. Okay, you know we're at war. Come on now. Don't act so... Why do you have 36 ships? I wish I found him at sea. I want my 36 free ships, you know? Alright. This will also get us a lot of influence to get more people in our party, by the way. Is part of the reason why I'm so happy we caught him here. We're gonna put most of you in the infantry side of things. You would definitely go here. Pretty sure I have you as an archer. Kirsif will join us, and Najar will join us. Okay, let's do square formation. We're gonna move them over here for now. Looks like our best best position's gonna be up in this direction.
Warriors, after me.
Let's find these archers a good spot here.
Soldiers! Move out!
Let's see also. If we put them,
Onwards!
what, right here? Nope,
Forward!
not charge.
Move!
Put them there.
Spread out!
What was that war cry? I'm guessing that's from the charge order. That accidentally got given.
Moving.
Okay, let's put the archers right there. Or
Warriors!
did a random cavalry unit just end up charging in when I wasn't looking? Alright, if we could move here, that would be a little bit better. I don't quite know if we're going to be able to.
Forward!
Let's see if we can. If we can move to this position, it will be much better.
Move out!
Let me go ahead and block here, and we're going to try and delay them just a little bit here. Or not. Okay. Well, I was going to try and delay them. I instead took the javelin straight to the face. Really need the one-handed, like, extra shield space. Or shield size. Passive. How many javelins are getting around my shield? Alright. Grab a few of these. Maybe they'll stick to the tactics we were already going... Oh, they were moving to our desired location. I guess we'll see how it would have worked out. One way or the other. Let's go ahead and start chopping. Actually, I don't think it would have worked out well. So maybe it was a blessing in disguise. Because, these guys aren't doing so hot in this position. To be fair, you know, maybe they messed up the positioning a little bit here. Oh. Come on. Oh. Trying to just, you know, swing into them there and deal with them. We did split up their forces, though. Come on. Get out from behind me. I hate the short range that axe. Where is someone with a bit longer weapon? Sure, I'll take a pike even. Come on. Go ahead and stop him here. Alright, it's a slaughter. And actually, seeing a slight issue of barely being able to see our colors on the like, who's winning meter there sometimes. Let's swap the sword. Back off. Also, you back off. Ooh. There's a few more there. Let's just actually jog away from them. No. No. Alright, back away, please. We have a slightly longer weapon, so we're able to retreat still there. I have a javelin in my foot. Come on. Dragging them away from the archer line there. So that they get just a bunch of extra arrows. Let's actually do this. There we go. Alright. Get from behind me. There we go. Come on. Drop that shield. And there we go. It was a little closer than I'd like, thanks to me dropping. We lost a good amount of troops, but we cut down even more.
I give up. I give up. Call back your dogs.
You will be our prisoner. I'm pretty sure we had you
Call back your
captured.
dogs.
Oh yeah, they declared peace, so
give
all our prisoners went free. Right. Forgot about that. Yeah, that poses a little bit of a problem. Have to recapture all the nobles that we had held hostage. So leave the rest there to donate to the troops. We took most of it anyways. Let's get some new recruits. Let's upgrade the recruits. Losing a lot of my pirates. Definitely need to get more. These deserters are actually good because they'll distract a lot of people. We can maybe make use of them because of that. Let's see if we... Ooh. That's perfect. That's gonna allow us to catch some of these guys.
Stop there.
Hey there. You know we're at war? Yeah, drag your buddies down with you. Oh, I'm just gonna capture a few of these guys again so we, don't have quite so much interference when we go to siege. Or if we do, you know, it's at least, we can deal with it a little bit better. Alright. Keep giving the... I don't really care who's in control of what, by the way, to be fair. Right now, I'm not trying to min-max that. That's why I'm just kind of picking my own companions. Because I know what they're good at. I don't have to sit there and, you know, see what they're great
Gain
with.
formation. Give 'em hell.
Just gain formation and charge. You guys will just engage here. You guys will follow me. We're almost fully healed up, so I can take an arrow. Probably not a javelin, and definitely don't want to take an arrow to the face, or a javelin to the face. At full speed. The issue with fighting Sturgio sometimes. All their troops have javelins, so you're always liable to take one. Case in point. Just had a random one sail out and get me there. Bust a few shields. I can't wait to get that shield, her axes do damage through the shields perk. I think I caught a javelin to the face. Let's take control of this woodsman. Why are they so slow when we take over? You need some shoes. It would not do for you to take a cut to the foot and die of, like, an infection. Or, you know, losing a leg. That's also bad. Just throw right over the heads of the men there. Go ahead and try and surround the cavalry that moves in. And it's already basically over. Just have a few left. Man, it's just like watching a train right there when the line meets. We lost a whole 3 people. They lost 93. Slight difference. Let's see. Yeah, don't worry. We'll just take your troops. We'll see you later. You know, gotta make sure we give them an extra going away gift, you know, when we finally go to war again with Valandia. Too bad we can't just preemptively capture him. I would declare war right there. Hey, Shadow. How's your Monday going? The Monday before Christmas. It's hard to believe Christmas is in 4 days, basically. Well, technically, you know, if you don't count the rest of this day, it's 3 days. Right, well, it's 3 days anyways, technically, because, you know, I was thinking counting Christmas Day. As being one of the days there. So yeah, actually 3 days. Really not too long now, is it? We can start.
Stop there. Who are you? It is better we know each other's names.
Hey there. I think it's you ought to surrender. Because you kind of attacked in front of your army, not with it. Kind of a bad call. Damn. Isn't that always the fun part when you get one of those endgame weapons, in a randomizer? It's the sheer just like, I need to rush this stat to try and fit requirements. I'll admit you got me there a little bit, Ham. You got me a little bit. Wonder if Boom was lurking in the background and got hit as a casualty of friendly fire there. Hey, just don't get hit, right? You don't want to get hit anyways. So, it's just extra encouragement for it. I bet he would. That's why it's taking him so long to respond if he's there. Let's see. Hey, look. Their leader. He gets an axe to the back for his troubles. That speed bonus, by the way, for the perk, makes so much of a difference in how much damage we're doing with axes. Like, it's insane how much that perk... Well. I think we hit him just a little bit harder than we needed to, considering what just happened to him there. Hey, that's a pretty good one for what you've got going for Vigor. Oh, the bubble tier? I forget. That is the one I'm thinking of, right? That does the uplifting perfume effect, right? Yeah, it is the uplifting. Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I'll always remember the names of the physics. The only one I remember is the leaded, the crack tier, and maybe one more. Oh.
Stop.
Hey. She think it's you who ought to surrender. Okay, this is gonna be a little rough. What are we dealing with here? Do we know anything about their troops? Okay, it's looking like it's basically all infantry. Okay, a little bit of ranged. Yeah, it's basically all infantry. So this is potentially manageable. What I will do, by the way, just in case. Gaius the Grafted. That is an awful arena for Gaius. Thinking about that, actually. I think the only one that would be worse would be Malekith's arena, because there's no terrain there. That you could, other than the pillars that you could use to block him. From, like, his charges. Best of luck to you there. Okay, we definitely want whoever's best with bows to lead the archers in this one. Scott, just go there. Let's see. We do have the high ground. And quite good high ground too, actually. Yeah, we have this right here. Okay, looks like we can't really make use of it, though. You know what we can potentially do instead, though? Move back into this place and defend in depth here. But, okay. Follow me.
Infantry!
Square formation.
Move out!
Let's get this high ground here before they get to it.
Onwards!
Alright.
Footmen, hear me!
We definitely want our cavalry...
Move out!
Or, to deal with their cavalry, sorry. We want our archers to get a good position here. So let's do this.
Forward!
For now. What are you doing charging up like that? Holy crap, he's really hauling across the battlefield there just to get annihilated, probably. Oh. There we go. May have hit one of my nobles. That's not good. I just went flying. I took a ride on the Javelin Express there, clearly. Of, being dismounted forcefully. Come on, get to my troops. There we go. That's not great at all, though, because, that means we have no command now. So I'm almost certain this is going to be a loss. Really? You couldn't just leave me after ramming me. You had to follow it up there. Go ahead and deal with you. Let's try. And yeah, this is actually a bad position to be in. Alright, I'm gonna retreat here. Hold on. Can we get away still? Try to get away. 136 troops will be lost. Oh, mainly the army's troops. We will consider it when taking actions. Trust me, I do not like to retreat any more than you do.
Stop there, stranger.
Hey, what would it take for you to let me go on my way? No. Okay, someone's trying to rip me off. They just asked for 1.2 million dinars. Even though they were like a broke noble. Maybe that's why they asked for it. They basically asked us to empty our coffers to get away from them. We'll try this battle one more time, maybe. I don't have confidence. Let's go ahead and do this. Did you quit that? Alright, what we're gonna do... disband the army. And, let's go ahead and let them take the fall.
Stop there.
Oh, crap. Why is it saying they got caught by it? 1 second. How much of my baggage? Let me guess, I'm not gonna get away
Say
either.
whatever you have to say. After that,
One more attempt. Nice! There is a chance. That's actually probably... Wait. Careful. Can't Gaius do a leaping dive like Radon? Thinking about it now. May want to be careful about relying on him being stuck there. Alright, go ahead with this. We're gonna break up the army here. Very well. Disband the army there. And we're gonna see if we can get away. We'll let them go after the... Please do not drag them towards me. Okay, they're after me, aren't they? Oh yeah, they are. Well, I wonder why that is. It couldn't have anything to do with the king losing his head, could it? No. Not at all. Alright, I'm gonna check. Did we lose anything important? Not really from what I've seen. Nope, not at all. Good. Nice. Okay. As long as I didn't lose anything important here. To be fair, all my crafted stuff can theoretically be replaced, just with enough, luck when crafting. So that's not really a concern. Let's go back to our ships here. It looks like they're gonna be moving for Revel, so we need to get ready to defend. Um, Makes sense. They don't exactly There's the war again. They don't exactly appreciate me being the main leader for or the sieges happening, to be fair. I would imagine, at least. So, it makes sense they'd go after me. Oh, alright. Now that we've made it out of there, let's go ahead and save. I need... Oh. Give me 1 second. I need to get a picture of Mabel for you guys. She's again sleeping next to me here. Alright. This is gonna go into Discord, by the way. I'm not gonna pick her up to show her on stream. You'll see why in a moment. That 1 second. Gotta reload that. Alright, now that I got the picture, though, I can do this. She is absolutely loving her new blanket, by the way. Alright. They're definitely interested in going to Rebel, though. It seems like. So, let's go reinforce Rebel. Oh, we want those Sea Raiders. Let's go ahead. We'll send troops just to make it go quicker. Since it's such a low number. Alright. You know what? We have a new siege target, by the way. We do kind of have that castle held by Valandia literally right next to us. So that's a pretty good target. Get our recruits. Let's go check how well fortified that is. Because we do have this army right here that will kind of take some of the aggro. Hopefully. Ooh. Ooh. Give me all these fresh recruits. Give me all the Sea Raiders. We need our bandit army to, form up nice and quick. And what better way than the seafarers?
Make a scene! Attack! Hear me!
Let's go ahead and engage there. Do the skein formation, by the way, because it just normally works better when just mindlessly charging. We could use archers to really just, like, safely do this, but hey. Wait, how? Bosses are supposed to stay aggroed in the arena. Basically, like, unless you don't trigger the activation zone normally.
I'll tear your limbs!
Or if, like, they don't detect you instantly. But they normally have, like, a trigger. I'm trying to think if there's a way to avoid it, maybe. They accidentally avoided the trigger for, Gaius there. Or, like, for the boss in the arena. Alright. We took a lot of javelins. But I'm fine to continue throwing axes here. There we go. Kind of not wanting to kill him, to be fair. I should equip the recruitment stick for these fights. It's good to rely on... Oh, jeez. Poor guy just caught a axe right through his skull. Or I should equip the sling, actually, now that we have the speed perk. I remember I said the other day we should do that. So I definitely should for recruitment purposes. Test it. There we go. We get all 12 of our recruits here. Let's go ahead and upgrade our other recruits. Let's recruit some prisoners. Got a legendary round shield, which is nice. Definitely in need of a better shield. Now that we have the speed perk, though, that is a good thing to remember to do. Let's see. Reinforced sling. And we'll give the throwing axes to someone else, by the way, so that we don't lose these. Because these are my best throwing axes. So I really would not want to lose them. But yeah, we'll use this. I actually really like that shield, by the way. It's a very nice metal shield. Alright. Hey, if it works, it works. Let's go ahead. Oh, nice. You guys surrendered. Perfect. Let's see. I do not care about the recruit here. So let's get rid of them. Let's get rid of some of this cavalry that'll take way too long to recruit anyways. And there we go. Yeah, they're honestly, in most cases, not worth using in base Elden Ring. Because, well, there's a few use cases, but, like, for the most part, you either just take all your blue flasks, or, like, you just rely on doing a bit of melee afterwards. At least, that's how it was for me. Okay, we're gonna hire a army here. See, we got enough influence. I just need some extra people to make sure this doesn't result in a massive loss of troops, more than needing it to complete it. Let's just grab these guys. Okay. And there we go. Valandia, your days are numbered. On this continent. Let's go ahead. Get these fire onagers here. Alright. Our ballista's winning. Perfect. We actually have range supremacy. Of course, someone else takes over my siege again. Go find your own target to siege. You have 1,000 people, almost. I'm pretty sure you don't need my help. Well, it was a good thing they showed up. We do see some nobles, right next to us here. Actually, either of you... the king? No. Yes. Okay, the wall is not being damaged. Good. Feels like a first. We get a decent army moving in. Yeah, let's go ahead and attack. That's actually really good. Do you have a good single hit fire weapon? 52 bullets in our sling, by the way. It's a good amount. Oh jeez, this actually does really good damage to the siege engines. Hey, can you quit aiming at me? Oh. You need to use the sling more. It's not very accurate, to be fair. It's kind of the issue I'm running into here. At least when it comes to, you know, being on the offensive side with the siege. On a little bit more to the left. I do need to use this more, though, because I actually wonder how effective it's going to be off, like, horseback or something. And I would have, what, 25 bullets, basically, to use. That's not too bad. actually curious how much you could end up carrying for, like, a siege defense. Let's see, he's not aiming at me. Good. Because this may take a few shots. Really? I love how when I correct the aim where it's going, it goes just shy to where the original point of aim would have been enough. There we go. Busted right through his armor. And broke a shoulder. Alright. Just took a few hits. Or a few, tries, I should say. Let's move in up here. They're coming from this side. Alright. Oh, come on. Okay, it looks like they're fleeing. Okay. And since that's the case, this works out. Definitely the sling lacks in accuracy compared to the other throwing weapons. That's definitely a, you know, a horror show if it was in Night Rain, but it's at least a little bit more manageable in base Elden Ring. If only by a little bit. Because he's still one of the more difficult bosses out of the field bosses. You can actually reload this pretty quickly on the fly, too. Ooh, don't want to run into them. I actually really like this sling. Now that we got the speed to increase its damage enough. Go ahead and start cutting through them here now. Come on. Alright. Let's see, anyone else here? No good. Well, now there's not. Alright. Hey look, it's the king. No wonder he wanted to steal our glory. We're making him look bad. I think so, if I remember right. They're definitely good versus dragon bosses because they use a anti-dragon weapon. So I would definitely say so. They also do a lot of lightning damage. Yo, boom! Congrats on the 15th streak. Holy crap. Thanks for all the support, man. Sorry, just grabbing my other drink here. Alright. We didn't help the siege, we started the siege. We were technically part of an army. They're stealing our glory. May need to rebel for that. No, seriously, Boom, thank you for all the support, man, and for sticking around for so long. That is quite the streak already. Hey, glad you enjoyed even as like a podcast. know a lot of people just like to tune in to listen, and hey, happy, I make it entertaining enough to listen to. Alright. We're gonna use these looters as more throwing training, I think. No, we demand justice for ya. You gotta take a stone to the head before you get to pay for your crimes. And I'm glad that it's well enough to, like, picture what's going on, because that's kind of what I was intending for when, like, doing this. I try and make it to where, like, even if you're listening, you still can get a good feel for what's going on. And then it also makes it easier for Hardy to get the jump on you every now and then. Keep you on your toes. Ooh. Just broke his knee there with that stone. He took one to the back. I don't think he'll be walking straight anymore. Ooh. Yeah, I think the sling is actually something I need to mess with more. That guy lost an arm because his shoulder just got obliterated. And he's just straight up dead. He took a stone to the forehead. Okay. Yeah, sling from horseback is definitely crazy. Yeah, I mean, and I'm fine with that. As long as you guys enjoy, that's awesome. Let's see, we got a few more here. You know what, let's get off the horse and on foot. Let's test the sling out on foot. Looks like a few looters made it past me and just beelined it to the death wall. Alright. 1 second. Gotta cut a few of them down here. They didn't want to take a stone. They instead wanted the blade. Alright. Slap him with the rock and the sling there, like it's a flail. And there we go. Yeah, I definitely need, if I can, I need to get an upgraded sling. Oh. Nah, we grant the request here. You can bury the forest bandits of theirs, even though it'll take a hit to the morale because, well, it makes us daring for some reason, letting them carry out their rituals. And I'm all for that. You know, a bit of daring never hurt. Let's go get... we got enough recruits. Let's go see if we can, deal with something else here, now that we took the castle. So do you have the holiday off, Boom, out of curiosity, or, you sadly also stuck working through it? You love that blanket, Mabel. She just, like, got off it, considering going somewhere else, and then, like, kind of looked around. Okay. Oh, jeez. I think we have a bit of a siege on our hands. I have a feeling they're gonna go straight for Revel. Let's see if we can lure them in a little bit more. Definitely want to deal with that, though, one way or the other here. We should probably pick up a lot of grain and full troop load here as well. But a 2,000 person siege definitely has my interest. We have the king's, like, or not even comparable army of 700 behind it. Just like, why even there at that point? Hey, if it works, it works. The only thing better for cheesing, technically, is the Bloodboon Ritual Spear from the DLC, and that's because it's a ranged Moog Spear, even if it's not so high in damage. I have. I've actually played all the Elder Scrolls games but the first one, funnily enough. Join the Defensive Revel. Not on stream, though. Skyrim's one of those that I don't feel like is as good for streaming. I would actually rather do Oblivion if I was going to pick one. Because Skyrim's a bit too much into the Radiant Quest side. And I feel like Oblivion just has a better, like, story setup overall. Especially with the remaster now, making it look very nice, actually. But, yes, I have played them. Or played Skyrim. Actually, all the way through as well. Some of the music definitely does... No, I want my siege. One moment. And this... I didn't even remember they added fishing. That was their Creation Club, wasn't it? We're reloading that, by the way. They're not ending the war just yet. I want my siege. That questline's actually a lot of fun. The College of Winterhold, I feel like, has one of the better ones overall. Wait, they proposed it, didn't they? It doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to prevent the war here. Or, like, prevent the peace declaration, I should say. Ah, come on, guys. Really? I wanted to fight that. Fine, we'll just go back to messing with Sturgia. But yeah, College of Winterhold has a great quest line. I'm trying to think. Honestly, I think the best quest line in Skyrim had to be between the Thieves Guild, though. Like the Thieves Guild or probably Dawnguard. Just overall, I did really enjoy Dawnguard. Yeah, let's go ahead and just raid this castle. Actually, don't have too great of defenses here. We're not even gonna build much siege engine stuff. We're just going to. Ooh, we instantly cracked that. We're going to just build the siege camp and basically storm in as soon as we get a ballista here. Potentially two if we can get them set up quickly enough. We'll just go ahead and lead the attack. What was your favorite playstyle in Skyrim, out of curiosity? I know mine was two-handed with the Bloodskull Blade that was added with... what was the DLC's name? Highland DLC, I just can't think of the name right offhand. Oh, alright. Dear Sif, you'll take control of the archers there. You guys all need to take control. I don't think the DLC's name was Solstein, but I know that's the location. Yeah? Did you ever try doing just the conjured weapon setup as your, like, fully lean into conjuration? Sadly, not nearly as good as it was in Morrowind, but still pretty fun. I love how I get on the ballista so I can, like, you know, use it better. Instantaneously catch a onager shot to the face. No hesitation. Yeah. Which was a big downside. But I mean, they were... Yeah, they're just pelting that single ballista. Alright. Well, let's just charge in as a Blandian then. I should know better than to get on siege in these. Unless I need to. I really should know better. But yeah, like, that was definitely the big downside of using conjured weapons. Was the fact you couldn't enchant them, and enchanting was definitely a bigger part of Skyrim that was for, like, Oblivion or, well, not quite more than Morrowind, because Morrowind actually had easy enchantment as well. You just had to know the spell that had the effect, and then, you were basically able to enchant any piece of gear, as long as you paid for it. Alright, come on, guys. I want someone who's actually in here. Not just hanging back like all the sergeants are. I really hope that Morrowind eventually gets remastered, because that's one game that really could do with it. Just because of its age. I'm actually kind of surprised in some ways that Oblivion got remastered first. But at the same time, I guess Morrowind's actually more of an undertaking in a sense, because A, it's older, so they have to rework it more. But also, it's actually a larger game. Technically, in landmass, at least. Because Morrowind was actually very large. In like how much there was in it, it wasn't exactly all filled, but like the actual landmass was quite massive. You got to play in quite a big area of Vardenfell, if I remember right. Alright, looks like we got most of them. They're treated to the keep, huh? Oh, luckily we've got good people to go hunting in there. So let's see. Alright. Let's not send the Sky Guards, or the Sky Gods Chosen in, and let's instead send our shock troops here. Let's send that veteran Falksman. Let's send the heavily armored Nord. And the Sturgian Line Breakers with a single Berserker to lead the charge. Oh, they're doing good. They've almost slaughtered the lot of them. Hardy. I see you there. Trying to jump scare me with a defeat. Or like in preparation for a defeat. I see. Okay. Just upgrade them. We took the castle. Let's go ahead and we'll show mercy. No reason to be cruel to the peasants. You got a level up. You did. Nice. But yeah, like, I honestly do kind of want to see a remaster of Morrowind. Like a proper remaster, like Oblivion got. That would definitely really be nice. Let's go assist our Nord friend here who's about to be ambushed. We can't let that happen. We need our people raiding every village, you know. We are, after all, the origin of the Sea Raiders. We gotta keep up that raiding tradition, right?
Form a wedge!
Gain formation and charge. Nope, charge. There we go. We outnumber them enough that might as well just give the charge order. Ow. Probably shouldn't be doing this because I don't have a shield right now, but hey. Let's see if I can even get a one person here with the sling. Nice part is, you know, friendly fire is a lot more friendly with the sling. I don't have to worry about killing my own troops, just knocking them out and maybe giving a slight concussion. Alright. You could just hit the noble in the back with the rock. Do you like that? Oh, do you have the great rooms fully randomized? Because I know you said you dealt with Gaius the Grafted before. Okay, but yeah, I know you said you got Gaius earlier. But I'm guessing you have, like, even key items randomized fully. Alright, we'll go ahead and... I guess we didn't capture any of the nobles. Hopefully they execute them for me. Well, I guess they weren't raiding, they were stopping raiding. One of two, technically. Unless you just, like, want a specific ending. Because I think... Doesn't the death mark also count? Well, it doesn't count as a great rune, actually, thinking about it. For the purpose, but one that does is Renala's, technically. I guess hers isn't useless because it counts towards the number you need for opening up the pathway. So I guess, yeah, that would be the only useless one, thinking about it now. Oh. Just, like, all the ones in the base game have technically something they do, even if most of them are not really needed other than opening up the way. Yeah, that's not horrible. At least you get flask upgrades, right? Exactly. At least you can actually heal.
It's been a while.
Hey, we need you back in the gulags here. So, you mind just hopping in the prisoner cart? You know, we had you in there before, and you kind of got let free because of some stupid, nobles in our kingdom deciding, oh, we want to make peace. You know, while we're in the middle of taking cities. So, how about you do us both a favor and just hop right back in the cart. Alright. Man, this thing is actually... You know what? That's probably its main benefit, is it's actually extremely long range, just not very accurate. But I could definitely see this being useful in a siege, because... the fact you get the height advantage and speed from the siege, like, wall would really make it hit hard. And you're also just shooting right into a group normally. Also, we just took out that noble with a stone to the knee. You know, not quite an arrow to the knee, but still just as debilitating. If not more so, because, you know, that whole knee is shattered rather than just having, this, you know, it being punctured. And mostly inoperable. That would just literally, like, just decimate it. Ow. Finally took the crossbow bolt to the chest, though, in return. And we took out the leader. Except that is a good trade. Also, we took out a few of their archers. Alright. I didn't even realize I took over the Bannermen, by the way. Lead the charge. I kinda wish you could use the banner as a weapon, just because it'd be kind of... It'd be interesting. You know, use it almost like a pike. Put a spike on the front. Imagine seeing someone charge in with a banner and then all of a sudden skewer someone on it and ride off with it. That would be a real hit to the morale for the enemy, and, well, your troops would probably praise the... or, like, just really rally behind that act of, daring. Yeah, that's the word we'll use for it. Daring with that. It definitely wouldn't be suicidal in many ways. To try that kind of charge, but hey. Alright, let's see. We got another castle here. We want to capture all of them to take control of this area. If we can. I definitely want to be taking the cities. I also want enough influence that when we take the cities, I can actually request them. Alright. Get our siege emplacements up. Like usual. Try and do some damage. Ballista didn't do nearly as well this time. Alright, someone escaped. That's fine. They are starving here, by the way. So we're not going to be fighting them at the full force there. I didn't even pay attention to the garrison, I'm not going to lie. But this should be fine.
Stop there, stranger.
Unless we get ambushed from behind. How many? Okay. Go ahead. Well... Let's just, I don't care for it more than I did before. Yeah, I didn't think so, but, we kind of didn't have a choice there. I'm being slowed by prisoners. Ooh. They did clear enough of us that we're being slowed heavily. Okay. Well... Let's just go ahead. Get rid of anyone we don't care about here then. Come on. Come on. Just a little bit. There we go. We had just enough time there. Just enough time to get away. Kinda love how the King's army can't deal with this, by the way, but we have to. Oh. Empire's at war with them. Interesting. Let's go deal with whoever's, like, gonna assist this settlement here. Come on, just a little bit of speed and it will catch him here. Ah. He's gonna drag us back to him. Alright. Let's go get some recruits. Ooh, that is a large amount of pay there. What's most of that from? Settlement income. Must have adjusted the rate at which you get that. Or like how much you get from the settlements. Because I don't remember them paying nearly that much. Actually, normally they were a money sink, not a money generator. Alright. We can probably get some Sea Raiders and that from up here. At Havalik. Or however you say that. I don't always know how to pronounce some of these town names, alright? For the Nords. That could be just a bit of an odd name, at least how they look to me. Maybe they're normal, but, Alright, let's see. You definitely get athletics. Definitely shoot at targets. And you have intelligence. Nice. That will be useful for when we send you to, siege a target. You will learn the two-handed weapons. And you will also learn how to scout. Alright. Let us see. I still don't get how people escape at sea without us losing a boat or something. Also, I just saw a noble got caught by some pirates. That's kind of funny, actually. Actually, dude, Sturgia is really suffering looking at it. They've lost 2 of their major cities. What was that? Peace offering. No. Ah, come on. Whatever. Oh. Oh, so much for taking something from Sturgia. Maybe we can get him to declare war with Valandia again. Get a proper, target. I don't like having this here because pirates can surrender to us. This is just going to be troop generation for us. Maybe we can go to war with the Crusades again. Yeah, maybe that. Maybe we go to war with the Crusades. Ooh. Hey, look! Fresh recruits! Great for the picking. We just need to go hunt them down. Also, why are there so many looters? Oh. I kinda hate when, like, you know, you're getting ready, trying to build up to do some sieges, and then all of a sudden your kingdom's like, you don't really want war, even though we're winning technically. We're in a good position, but we just want to sit there and gain money from our settlements. We don't want to really do anything with it. That's why being king is awesome when you finally get made king of a kingdom. Or make your own. You get to say no to that stuff. Rather than having to rely on, you know, having someone agree with you. Kinda is the main benefit of being king. the same time, it's a headache to deal with the stupid decisions the kingdom will make then, in some ways. Because you're shutting down so many of them. At least that's what it feels like. Alright. Let's try and knock out a few with the stones here. Nice headshot. Went right through his armor there. Oh, hey, look, we knocked out a recruit. Good thing he's not dead. Ah, come on. The sun was in our eye, that was the issue. Come on, let's not let that last one get away. There we go. Let's see, smacked him in the leg. And tripped him and he face planted and smacked his forehead. Or his head on the ground there and knocked himself out. Nice. I do like the fact we don't friendly fire with the sling. That is actually proving to be very nice. I should say we don't kill people when we friendly fire. We will definitely carry the bodies with us. Not that there's many bodies. Alright. A few more Sea Raider recruits. I'm surprised none of them are surrendering. They really should want to with how overwhelmingly we outnumber them. But... eh. Just means we get to throw more stones at them. Just knock it. Or, smack him in the leg there for good measure. Alright. Yeah, the sling actually goes in a relatively straight arc. Actually kind of makes it real nice as a long-range option. If only it was a little bit more accurate. With more mastery over throwing weapons, that'll fix it. It definitely retains its damage very well at range. Smack him in the knee once. Nope. Oh. I tried swapping to my weapon, but, he interrupted me. So, it's just time to stab now. Or be stabbed. Bends. There we go. We got our revenge there. And down we go. Alright. Let's go ahead and get the fleeing ones. And down they go. Alright. I think we got a good amount of prisoners there for now. We can't really fit much more. So, what we're gonna do is, we're gonna go get some recruits from the garrison. We're gonna trade some people out. Jeez, that absolute army of Sea Raiders. Hopefully they surrender to the garrison and recruit themselves to the cause. Almost wish I could donate dinars to get influence. Alright. go ahead and do a full recruitment there. Let's go ahead and manage the garrison. Yeah, let's just take... You got any, good Sea Raiders? No, just... Ah, there you go. Sea Warriors. We'll take those off your hands. We'll take some of the Sea Chiefs. And let's give you... Let's give you some of the Shock Troops. We'll give them the Shock Troops for now. Because we definitely want people with shields for sieges, more so. Shock Troops work really well in sieges on defense. Also give you some just standard recruits. Okay. Where's the rest of your Sea Raiders? Take the rest of our numbers out of those. There we go. Now, who can we get the Nords to declare war on? And actually stay at war with? What have the Khuzaits just been left alone to build up? Because that is some insane numbers there for them. Oh, they'd support going right back to war with Sturgia. I wonder why. Maybe because we shouldn't have gotten peace with them? Could have fooled me. Alright. I know it's a bit shorter stream today, but I'm a bit tired. And my voice is starting to go out actually a little bit. So I think we're going to call it here. I wanted to get more sieging done, but clearly the game had other plans. But, we'll be raiding out here. I thank you all for joining. By the way, quick heads up, guys. We will be doing a stream tomorrow. Since I'm going to be taking Wednesday and Friday off for the holiday. Like, from streaming at least. And yeah. Let's see. You know, Brian raided me earlier. So let's go ahead and raid him back. Return of those of you who have stuck around from his raid. But I thank you all for joining. I hope you had a great time. If I don't see you tomorrow, happy holidays. Even if I do, you know, don't let that be a reason not have some happy holidays. But, no. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good night, everyone. Take it easy. And bye-bye.